Hello YouTube and welcome back to another Dare to Game video. Today we're playing Red Dead Online and we're doing another outfit guide. Today it's a fan requested one and that's Mac Traven from The Shadow Riders. A movie I believe was made in 1982. It takes place directly after the Civil War and it's about brothers Mac and Dal Traven who served on opposite sides of the Civil War. Afterwards they team up and go back to doing what brothers do best, which I guess is probably mostly killing people. I haven't actually seen the movie, so I'm excited to see it, but I'm basing this all off of the research I was able to do about this character. So if anything I say in here is inaccurate, know that I just haven't watched the movie yet. I plan to, but I haven't done it yet. But it looks interesting. And so this is, like I said, going to be Tom Selleck's character from the movie. And like always, we're going to do it in stages. We're going to go through the weapons that he uses in the movie, then we're going to do the outfit, and then I'll show you the facial hair and the hair and all that good stuff. So you'll be able to dress yourself up just like this iconic Western character. If at any point during the video you find yourself enjoying it, definitely click that like button. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, or if I say anything wrong in the video, definitely go down to the comment section to correct me or leave any of those other thoughts down there. But with all that in mind, let's just start the video. Hey, but quick before we get into the topic of this video, I just want to do a quick little shout out to the channel Should You Play It. If you're a PC player who loves getting games and loves trying new things but doesn't want to constantly be breaking the bank, then this is the channel for you. The quick action of subscribing and ringing the bell will forevermore allow you to know when new free games are being released on the Epic Games Store. And on top of that, they'll even let you know whether or not they're worth playing. Recently, Epic Games gave away The Hunter Call of the Wild for free. They also gave out Kid Amnesia, a game called Never Alone, and something called Guild of Dungeoneering. Previously, they've given out larger free games such as Grand Theft Auto 5, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Just Cause 4, and Star Wars Battlefront 2, just to name a couple. So go ahead, follow the link that's going to be down in the description over to Should You Play It, subscribe, and you're never going to have to miss a free game on the Epic Games Store again. Alright, so starting off with weapons, I'm going to be doing some guessing here because I haven't been able to find any information on what guns he uses, and since I haven't seen it, I haven't been able to observe it for myself. But I was able to find some still images of the guns, and I think I've got them narrowed down. So for a good chunk of the movie, or at least in quite a few different photographs where he's wearing variations of clothing, so I have to assume it's more than just in one scene, he is using two handguns. He has one in a holster on his right leg, and then he's got one tucked up into the belt over on the left side. So I'm going to just have to assume that these two revolvers, given the time period that this movie takes place in, are either Colt 1851 Navies or Colt 1860 Armies. They kind of look like it. I'm pretty sure they are. I know at least the one that he keeps on his right leg appears to have an octagonal barrel, which would indicate that it's the 1851 Navy and not the Army, as I believe the 1860 Army had a cylindrical barrel. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure off the top of my head. And the guns appear to be pretty stock, and so if we're designing a stock 1851 Navy or even the 1860 Army, they're going to be what would at the time have been blued steel with brass fittings. And so that's going to look a lot like this, except, so if you want to go for it like that, then replace everything I have here as browned or blackened steel with blued steel and keep the brass for the trigger guard, because, that's more blued. But how most of these guns actually look in the movies isn't that blue, and this one appears to not be that blue either. So I went with blackened steel for the trigger, the hammer, the cylinder, and the barrel, and then brown steel for the frame and brass for the trigger guard, giving it a very stock look. On top of that, I have the short barrel, improved rifling, improved sights, ironwood grips with the mahogany varnish, no carvings, no engravings. And to the best of my knowledge, that appears to be what his guns look like, and I'm just guessing that this is them because the Colt Single Action Army revolver didn't exist yet. I don't think the Schofield existed at this time. The Lamette would have existed, but it's clearly not what he's using. Same for the volcanic pistol. That existed, but again, it's not what he's using. So I think the best way to go is two of these Navy revolvers designed just like this in the stock factory finish for the time. So that is the first chunk of Mac Traven's guns, is two Navy revolvers. All right, and then I'm not 100% certain, but I'm pretty sure the rifle that he can be seen using in the movie is, well, here in the game it would be a carbine repeater. In real life it would have been an Evans repeating rifle. These would have been pretty prominent in the Civil War, the most prominent repeaters that you would have seen anywhere, and then directly afterwards it would have been pretty common to see these because they were basically the best rifle you could get at the time, or at least the best consistently performing rifle. So here in the game it's the carbine repeater. I gave it all the stuff, no scope, no wrap, but other than that we're going to be using the mahogany wood varnish for it, and then the metal, if we want to try imitating what his gun looks like in the show, then we're going to do blued steel for the barrel, the frame, the lever, and the sight, brown steel for the hammer and iron for the trigger. And I think it actually looks a lot like what he's using. I can't be sure if this is what he's using in the movie. Like I said, I couldn't find any information on it, and I haven't watched it, but looking at the pictures, it appears to be this. My only qualm is that the barrel on his appears to be slightly longer, so it could be the Evans repeating rifle just without the carbine variant, so the barrel would be a little bit longer. It could still be the same gun. So that's going to be the weapons for our Mac Traven outfit. And so here we have the outfit itself, and I think it turned out pretty dang good. I mean, I was basing this off of one single picture because, like I said, there's variation throughout the movie and the outfits that he wears. But this is the picture that I based it off of, and I think it looks pretty dang good. So let's just go through the items that make up this outfit. So for the hat, I had to go with the Haverhill hat, and now I think this matches almost perfectly. His in the movie is slightly lighter and, you know, a little bit more crimped up like Hollywood movie cowboy hats usually are. But I think this one matches the best out of all of the available hats in the game. Now that being said, this was a limited time item that was made available with, I believe it was Quick Draw Pass 2 back in summer of 2021. So if you missed that and don't have this hat, then the next best alternative is this one. This variant of the cutter hat is pretty dang close. I mean, the sides of it curve up just a little bit too high, but the top is crimped in approximately the same way. This one, the color of this one is slightly better because it's closer to the light beige that his hat from the movie is. But like I said, the hat curves just a little bit too much, and it doesn't look quite like it. So if you don't have the Haverhill hat, then this cutter hat is the next best option. But if you have the Haverhill hat, that's definitely the best way to go. So that's the hat. All right, and for the bandana, we're going to be using the worn out red patterned bandana. His in the movie is a patterned red bandana like this, so it looks almost perfect. It's just larger in the movie and it hangs down looser. That seems to be Tom Selleck's Western style. He wears the same thing in Quigley Down Under. He wears a great big bandana. This doesn't hang that low. We don't have anything that hangs that low, but this does look the same. It's got the same pattern, same color, so that's the bandana you want to go with. Now for the shirt, you can go a lot of ways because, like I said, he wears multiple different shirts throughout the movie. He wears, at one point, he's got like a grayish blue one, he wears a white one, an off-white one that's a little bit darker tan, but the one in the picture that I'm basing this off of that he wears is like a real wore-out red or like a salmony pink kind of looking color, and I think this pinkish variant of the pattern shirt works out the best for that. It matches his from the movie in the approximate fit because it's slightly more baggy and a little bit looser, and also the color is pretty much perfect. Now his in the movie is a lot darker, so this looks a bit too clean, but I think I can live with that. So this is the shirt I went with for the pink one. Like I said, if you want to just go for a more basic look, the dirty white everyday shirt would work. The Robero shirt would work because he wears multiple different shirts throughout the movie. This is just the one that matches the outfit I was designing the best. And for the suspenders, pretty much the entire movie, he wears a thick pair of cleaner looking green suspenders that match this pretty much perfectly. At least I think they're green. They could be some weird shade of blue or gray that just looks like green, but they look like green to me. So I went with the crossback suspenders, and I went with the third variant, these lighter green ones. I think they match his from the movie almost perfectly. For the gun belt and the offhand holster, we're going to be using the brown gunslinger gun belt and the matching offhand holster. For the pants, it's hard to tell because he's wearing chaps throughout most of the movie, but I'm pretty sure he's wearing either dark gray or darker wore out blue looking pants like this, possibly jeans. And so I went with the worn out blue studded pants, but if you want to go for gray, then just one over to the gray studded pants. Either one of those is going to work. For the chaps, we're going to be using the Batwing chaps, and I'm using this variant here, the one right in the middle. They're kind of a darker but not super dark brown, so that's why I went with this variant of the Batwing chaps. And then finally, we use the Worn Roper's boots. I used the fifth variant, this darker brown but slightly more wore out variant of them. And so there you have Mac Traven. So like I said, he wears multiple different shirts throughout the movie. This is just the outfit that I picked out, so that's why I have this color shirt on. His chaps are slightly more reddish, as is his gun belt and holster, but I think that this matches the style of both his chaps and gun belt the best. So I think this outfit just turned out great. I think it looks a lot like him. And like I said, pairing with this, you're going to want to have the blued steel carbine repeater and your dual wielding Navy revolvers in your stock kind of factory finish, what you'd expect soldiers to be using in the Civil War. So that is the outfit in its entirety. Like I said, I like this one. I think it turned out great. So for the hair, we went with the neat left parted hairstyle, and I'm using the second color variant, and it's going to be this kind of lighter brownish look. For the facial hair, it's not absolutely perfect because because this is one of the movies where Tom Selleck has a slightly smaller mustache, but the best and closest we can come to it is the walrus style, and again, we're going to be using that second color variant because it matches the hair and looks the most like his from the movie. And we will be including stubble because he has stubble throughout basically the entirety of the movie. So that is the hair and facial hair options for this outfit. If you like this video, like I said at the beginning, definitely leave a like on it. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, or of course, most importantly, any requests that you'd like to see me try creating, let me know down in the comments section. And of course, lastly, if you haven't already subscribed to the channel and you like this content, please subscribe to the channel now and turn on the notification bell, as it's the only way for you to stay up to date on everything I release here, and it also helps me out immensely, so it's something that I will greatly appreciate. But with all that in mind, thanks a ton for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching another Dare to Game video. If you like this video, please leave a like and a comment. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you like my content and would like to support this channel, consider becoming a member today for as little as $1.99 a month. It makes a huge difference. But in any case, thanks for watching and have a nice day. I'll see you next time.